necessarily need to stick with the Necro Staff. I'm doing it just because I wanted to see how it works. And very good answer, Silent Phoenix. In the previous tests and at the beginning of this test, I was actually using throwing knives. The throwing knives have a self-heal as well. If you work high enough up in with the throwing knives, you can get the throwing axes, and then you can move on to throwing hammers. They all have self-healing. If you wanted to be a weapon and shield user, you could use a one-handed mace like a cleric from D&D and previous MMOs or previous games, because they also have a self-heal on them. So you can be bashing the opponent and hit the spell and heal yourself. So depending on how you want to play is the way you choose your weapon. I want to be able to solo stuff if possible. Then I would definitely get a type of weapon that's going to be self-healing. Again, it can be the mace, cleric's mace. You can use a necro staff. You can use throwing weapons. Again, you can wear leather armor. And you could heal yourself between combat. So you could solo this just with the leather armor. However, as you're regenerating, if they hit like an interrupt spell, that would stop your armor from working. Nope, he's from South Carolina. He's a Tar Heel. So you could solo whatever suits, of course. Possibly. But again, this is PvE, player versus environment, so it's a little easier than the PvP. I definitely wouldn't want to use this Necro Staff currently in PvP just because it's such a low level. Possibly when it gets higher value or a higher tier, it might be a little more easy. Is there anything that stands out as being the best fighting style, Braz, for PvP or PvE? That is, I would have to say what the class that most people are using is the Fire Staff. Would be the best fighting style right now, only because you have the meteor that can stun and burn people. Who just followed? I just saw a follow pop up. I appreciate that. What is that? And of course you're gonna do that to me. I'm gonna have to pop over here real quick. Matt Irishman already followed. Again, I hope I said thank you very much. Somebody else just followed. I'm gonna have to wait for the thing to pop up because I am blind, being such an old guy that I am. But yeah, currently the most overused weapon is the Fire Staff with the meteor. Is the most overused, and or bows. Bows are really good. One of the higher tier bows. Soul Train! Very good. I'm glad you finally said something so I could read it. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Banana Land. And there we go. My notification, it's delayed. But I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, I would say either bows or, like I said, the Fire Staff is most commonly used right now, especially in player versus player fights. You'll probably, out of a team of 5, you'll probably run against 2 or 3 Fire Staffs with a Ranger and a Healer. It's pretty much the entire setup, or 2 fires, 2 healers, and a ranger. Give me a second. Sorry, allergies. I hate allergies. So, however play style you want. I got one guy that's in my guild that just wants to wear full plate and 2-handed claymore, doing the old-fashioned melee bash. And he just gets melted by pure casters because he's wearing all plate instead of mixing and matching. But that's the way he wants to play. Is it possible to stay in one area? I'm sort of a homebody in games. I like to stick to an area and call it home. I hate making crazy long jumps in EVE Online. You could. Irishman, you could. You said you wanted to be a crafter or a gatherer. If you called home one of the big cities, you have a guild chest there. A storage chest in the towns. Once you got enough silver, you could actually buy your own little island, and you could build a house and storage chests and stuff on your island. And it's free to teleport between the town that you bought the island and your island in. You could also put shops or something on your island. They'll cost you a little more to produce items. But you can figure that part of the game out. Or you could set up a stall in the town that you bought your island in, as an example, and do merchanting or crafting at the stall in the city. And just use like the local territories to gather stuff. Let's see. Is the stun only control spell, and are there other counter spells to them? Stun is not the only control spell. I actually am a frost mage, so I have ice CCs. Hey, look at, I got 2 pairs of tier 3 clothes. Woohoo! If I show you real quick, this is my primary weapon. I'm an ice mage. Let's see if I find. Let me get my skills to reset. Anytime you change armors or weapons, you have to wait for your weapons to cool down, and/or riding on horses. Let me see if I can hit these guys. Here's my crowd control spell. Bam! Shooting an ice blizzard across the screen. I can auto attack this guy, but that blizzard will slow you down. My auto attacks also have a chance to slow you down. Sick boy! He done killed my boss. But no, stuns are not the only one. You can use bleeds to slow, or cripples I should say. This guy's gonna go in and try to take my boss. I'm gonna let him grab that mob that I didn't kill. But yeah, you got cripples, you got bleeds, you got actual stuns. You got ice. You got sleep on my daggers. If I continued leveling my daggers, I could actually do a sleep spell, sort of like a stun. They call it sleep poison. So yeah, there's definitely more than stuns, which is bashing. Oh, this guy aggroed the boss. How come my spell ain't working? There we go. I'm gonna die. I need to heal up real quick before I get this guy. Alright, now let me get this guy. He came in and stole my boss. Just because I was talking to you guys. That's alright. So he stole my boss. He probably got 300-400 silver. But there are a lot of crowd control. You have on the nature staff, I think it's a nature staff, you have actual roots that will slow you. So it's just shield bash, stun. Yeah, you got arrows, silence arrows on bows. Wide variety in the game. Let's see. Alright. So there's, showed you my ice staff. He ninja'd my boss on me. So we'll just go back to this and we'll continue going out. So... This is leveling, right? 376. I'm halfway there. Woohoo! I'm halfway there. Oh, hello. Let's see. Alright, I think I answered your question. Soul Train! I used to watch that show growing up. That's probably, you guys never heard of that. Same with American Bandstand. Two-Fang, a wolf. I need to go back and get something better. Need to go up and, I guess, farm the giants, get Four-Fang for the giants. So we'll go back to our guild area. Look at all these little pesky wolves. Little Saturday night techno dance. I think it is Saturday, right? Yes, it is Saturday. T6 hardened leather in game yet? Yes. Death is going offline. Everybody left me. Insane. Everybody left us, man. How you doing, Fred? Everybody raged and quit. Yeah. Yeah, you guys do. They're getting ready for it, but I'm looking at the TeamSpeak and Death left and Hemorrhage left. It's like, what's going on? Come on. Yeah, but did they get them for you? Or did you have to buy it? For 80,000? Why don't you just have somebody make it for like 3? $20,000 each? Wow, that's gone up because they were only like 4,000. Okay, well, then maybe you got the right bargain. Oh no, you're gonna need that extra point, bro. Just wait till you have to repair it afterwards, dude. You could have almost bought a whole nother set for just the replacement cost, or fixing cost. This kind of reminds me of Baldur's Gate. Yeah, a little bit. Sort of. With the top-down view. Also, the camera is static. I'm zoomed out as far as you can go. This is about as zoomed in as far as you can go. Alright, I'm off to bed. Night MC, Irish, the rest of chat, and Braz, of course. Silent Phoenix, you have a wonderful night. Love your face. Thank you for popping in, saying hi a couple times today, 2 or 3 times today. So, if we don't see you tomorrow, you have a restful, relaxing Sunday, and we'll see you next time. And then there were none.